2 unbeatens enter, only one will leave. It is a day where the GRBL South Division lead is on the line between the Ozark Mountain Ducks and the Branson Showmen. Hello once again, everybody. I'm Rance. We welcome you live to Meadow Park. It is, in a word, like Glenn Fry's solo career after the Eagles broke up, because tell me, can you feel it? Tell me, can you feel it? The heat is on. It feels like 96 degrees here at, that's the air temperature, by the way, here in Springfield, Missouri. Official temperature right now reading 93. Winds are out of the west-southwest at 9 miles per hour. But the sun is out. There are just a few high wispy clouds, not enough to provide any sort of cover today. So it is going to be a scorcher. Temperature down on the turf, measured with a thermometer during pregame by GRBL Hall of Fame photographer Mike Hudgens, read at more than 130 degrees. Hudge found some sun-baked concrete that was registering at 119. Good news is, if you do decide to come brave the heat, get yourself something cool to drink, first of all, before you come. We've got lots of great concessions and fun on hand for those of you who will come to the stadium today. There is also plenty of shade at Meadow Park under the awnings on both the first base and third base sides. So if you can tolerate it, there's lots of shade to be had out here at Meadow Park, and it's going to be a great day to watch Week 2 of Grip and Rip Baseball League Season 11. However, if you're listening to my voice, that probably means you decided you didn't want any part of the heat, and that's okay too. Our crew is on hand. We're sweating it out here in the press box today, but we're excited to bring you a GRBL Sunday triple header. Coming up today after the Mountain Ducks and the Showmen, we've got a 3 o'clock game between the Springfield Metropolitans and the Moon City Mavericks. It is a rivalry called the Queen's Derby. Metropolitans come in 1-0, coming off of an 11-4 victory over the Locos, whereas the Moon City Mavericks are 0-1, suffering an 8-7 defeat last week. And then at 6 o'clock on Baseball Night in the Ozarks, somebody's going to get their first win of the season. Somebody's going to fall to 0-2 when the Nixa Suckers meet the Republic Locos. But first up, this is a first-place game and a division rivalry game early on between the Branson Showmen and the Ozark Mountain Ducks. Mountain Ducks will be the visitors today in the green jerseys with white pants. Let's let the Mountain Ducks introduce themselves to you now.
The Ozark Mountain Ducks.
Number 1.
Alex Bird, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 3.
Josh Warbanks, Douglasville, Texas.
Number 4.
AJ Musser, South Bend, Indiana.
Number 5.
Andrew Paten, Columbia, Missouri.
Number 6.
Brett Gallion, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 7.
Jamar Avery Hart, Griffith, Indiana.
Number 8.
Jamie Petty, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 10.
Ray Bailey, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 11.
Leon Griffith Jr., Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Number 12.
Seth Connor, Rogersville, Missouri.
Number 14.
Jordan Hicks, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 15.
Austin Kendrick, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 17.
Robert Prieto, Caracas, Venezuela.
Number 18.
Andrew Kendrick, Springfield, Missouri.
So the Ozark Mountain Ducks are 1-0 coming into today's proceedings. They were winners last week, 8-7, defeating the Moon City Mavericks on Baseball Night in the Ozarks behind 3 scoreless innings to finish the game by rookie Andrew Paten. Mountain Ducks are going to stick with A.J. Musser, who was a key component for the aforementioned Mavericks in 2025 as the team went to win the Howard Bell Trophy Championship. So right-hander A.J. Musser from South Bend, Indiana will be the starter for Ozark today. The home team on the scoreboard will be the Branson Showmen, also 1-0. Today they're in their purple jerseys with gray pants and the brand new all-black caps. Let's meet the Showmen.
The Branson Showmen.
Number 1.
C.J. Andrews, Federal Way, Washington.
Number 2.
Schuyler Carter, Ozark, Missouri.
Number 3.
Tobin Dudley, Camdenton, Missouri.
Number 4.
Michael Doofman from the 513, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Number 5.
Joshua Jenkins, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 6.
Evan Barnett, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 7.
Harrison Waters, Republic, Missouri.
Number 8.
Brady Welsh, Marshfield, Missouri.
Number 9.
Ben Hammett, Rose Hill, Kansas.
Number 10.
Jacob Karlson, Nixon, Missouri.
Number 11.
Tony Lewis, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 12.
Tyler Russ, Cold Camp, Missouri.
Number 13.
Eric Smith, Avalon, Texas.
Number 15.
Michael Barnes, Springfield, Missouri.
Branson Showmen 1-0 coming into this one. They were 9-6 victors a week ago. It was Ben Hammett at 49 years young. Came in as a pinch hitter, delivered a game-winning 2 RBI double in the 8th inning. Teams are getting ready to be introduced. We will go ahead and bring you starting lineups, beginning with the visitors, the Ozark Mountain Ducks. They will lead off with their 38-year-old second baseman. He's batting .404 since he launched his GRBL comeback in 2024. That's going to be number 6, Brett Gallion. Batting second and playing third base out of Youngstown State University, Andrew Kendrick. Batting third and playing shortstop, former Toronto Blue Jays minor league farmhand Seth Connor. Batting fourth and playing center field from Kickapoo High School in Springfield, Missouri, it's Ray Bailey. Batting fifth and playing left field from Columbia College in Columbia, Missouri, Andrew Paten. Batting sixth is the player manager. He's from Springfield, Missouri, the first baseman, Austin Kendrick. Batting in the 7th spot is the extra hitter, rookie Jordan Hicks. Batting eighth, the right fielder from Griffith, Indiana, number 7, Jamar Averyhart. Batting in the 9 position, getting the start at catcher today, so a little bit of a battery swap for the Mountain Ducks. They are going to start second-year man Leon Griffith Jr. And the pitcher from South Bend, Indiana, who had a sensational 2025, it is A.J. Musser. Comes into this one 2 2/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 6 earned runs on 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, 5 walks, and 2 hit batsmen. It was a rough go for A.J., especially his 3rd inning in the season opener. He will look to get things back on track, and he will be throwing to Leon Griffith today instead of Alex Bird. Look back at Musser's 2025. It was a good one. 18 innings, just 2 earned runs on 12 hits, 17 strikeouts, 9 walks, and 4 hit batters for a 1.00 ERA. So when Musser is on, it's on, and the Mountain Ducks are looking for him to be on today in the heat. Branson Showmen will lead off with the GRBL's all-time leader in base hits. He's got 91 of them over the previous 10 seasons. That is center fielder Schuyler Carter. Batting second and playing right field is the player manager Jacob Karlson. He's number 2 in career hits, by the way, with an inside-the-park home run last week. Batting third is the shortstop. He wears number 8 from Marshfield, Missouri, Brady Welsh. Batting fourth, is the left fielder. He wears number 7, Harrison Waters. Batting fifth is the third baseman, the founder of the Grip and Rip Baseball League, number 11, Tony Lewis. Batting sixth, the first baseman, is Mike Barnes. Batting 7th and playing second base today. He delivered a big hit 1 week ago. Can he do it again? From Rose Hill, Kansas, Ben Hammett. In the 8th spot is the catcher, rookie Tobin Dudley. Batting 9th and pitching is Eric Smith. More on him in a moment. And the extra hitter today, he wears number 6. It's going to be Evan Barnett batting in the 10 spot. So actually check that. Dudley is the extra hitter. Barnett is getting the start behind the plate today, catching Eric Smith. So a little bit of a battery maneuver for the Branson Showmen as well. Eric Smith, 4 innings pitched in his GRBL debut, no runs. He scattered 6 hits, struck out 3, didn't walk anybody, and picked up the victory. So he was our Elite Promotions Elite Performer of the Week, the top pitcher in all of Week 1 across the Grip and Rip Baseball League. He's 28 years old. Originally from Avalon, Texas, now lives in Crocker, Missouri, where he works as an electrician. So Eric Smith will try to keep the power down today as he gets the start for the Branson Showmen. So Eric Smith versus A.J. Musser, a couple of right-handers comprising today's pitching matchup. And we will take a look. Yes, indeed, Dudley is being introduced as the EH. So we will correct ourselves once again there. Evan Barnett is the catcher receiving balls and strikes from Eric Smith. So we will step aside, come back, bring you the ceremonial, well, not the ceremonial, we'll bring you the real live first pitch when we come back on the other side of this break. You are watching Grip and Rip Baseball, brought to you live and free all day long on our YouTube channel.
The Fuel Forward app is a go. Fuel Forward provides quick and secure payments and everyday savings on fuel at your local Rapid Roberts to keep you moving forward. Download today and save up to 20 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Then save 5 cents per gallon every fill-up after that. Driving just got a whole lot better thanks to the Fuel Forward app at your local Rapid Roberts.
Take a breath. Here's your Be Well moment with Burrell Behavioral Health.
You're invited to pause and feel connected. Let's practice by taking a deep breath in and an exhale out, and start to notice the space around you. What can you see that is a reminder of your connection with others? Maybe it's a drawing created by a child, a music playlist put together with a friend, a beloved pet basking in the sun. If we look closely, there's evidence of our connection to others all around us.
For more wellness, visit BeWellCommunity.org.
Elite Promotions is a family-owned company dedicated to providing effective, efficient, and quality promotional products to organizations just like yours. Elite Promotions will make it simple for you and quickly find the products that will give you a reason to use Elite. Elite Promotions is the official outfitter of the Grip and Rip Baseball League, dressing all 6 teams in the jerseys you see on the field and all of our official fan apparel. Be on the cutting edge. Be Elite. Elite Promotions, ElitePromo.com.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. If you're in the market for a new home, you're probably spending a lot of time looking at real estate listings. But there's one main thing you need to do to narrow down your search. Get pre-qualified for a home loan. Mortgage loan officer Shannon Meissner is here. How does this help you to live well, bank well?
Getting pre-qualified for a mortgage loan is definitely your first step. Pre-qualification allows you to determine early on how much money you can borrow to purchase a home in connection with your monthly budget. This way you know what homes to be watching the market for. We have lots of different loan options to fit everyone's unique needs. This way we can help you accomplish your homeownership dreams and goals. And the best part about pre-qualification is there's no cost. It's quick, easy, and it makes you a smart buyer.
Thanks, Shannon. And of course, our mortgage loan officers like you are here to help you every step of the way. At the Bank of Missouri, we help you live well, bank well. The Bank of Missouri is an equal housing lender.
Eric Smith has the baseball for the Branson Showmen. They are set to go against the Ozark Mountain Ducks. Both teams coming into today with 1-0 records. This is the second week of a 7-week regular season in the Grip and Rip Baseball League. Just 7 games allow these clubs to try to separate themselves. What they are playing for here is the top position in their division. The Grip and Rip is a 6-team league with 2 3-team divisions. Both the Mountain Ducks and the Showmen, who we're about to see, are in the GRBL South. So the first place teams in the division standings receive first-round byes to the playoff semifinals. The remaining 4 teams go into a round we call the Eliminators. So some early season stakes for the Showmen and the Mountain Ducks as they get set to go. Ozark sends up Brett Gallion. He is a former teacher, coach, and school administrator who now works for an engineering firm in Springfield, Missouri. He's out of Drury University. Went 2 for 3 with a hit by pitch and a walk in the season opener. So Nothing like a good old 800 on-base percentage to start your year. That's good anywhere in the lineup, but it's real good if you're the leadoff man. Gallion looked at ball one. First pitch is away at 12:06. One hop to the shortstop. Brady Welsh up with it for the Showmen. His throw across to first base is in time. And Brett Gallion is retired to start the game. It's going to bring up Andrew Kendrick. He was Ozark's first-round draft pick, number 5 overall. Originally from Springfield, Missouri, played at Youngstown State University in Youngstown, Ohio. He was 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI last week. Also drew a couple of walks. He went to Parkview High School here in Springfield, Missouri. Looks at a curveball. A little inside for the liking of the man in charge. 53 miles per hour, so Smith can take a lot of pace off the ball. Comes back with a mover low. It is 2-0. Smith rocks and deals. That's in the zone. Kendrick swung over the top, fouled it straight down. So Andrew Kendrick had a rookie year in the grip and rip back in 2019, and he played for his brother Austin Kendrick then too, racking up 12 hits in 9 games. He was a finalist for the league MVP award. Then he moved back to Ohio. That's where he lived up until the spring of 2026. Andrew moved back to Southwest Missouri and got going, got himself signed up to play grip and rip again. Austin Kendrick wanted very badly to play with Andrew again, and so much so that he used his first pick in the draft. And bold, it was the right decision. I don't think Andrew would have made it to a later round. The other guys in the draft room were not going to let him fall too much farther. So Kendrick pulls one foul. That runs the count full. Here's a 3-2 payoff from Eric Smith. It's a breaking ball, high and tight, and he walked him. So Andrew Kendrick draws the free pass for the 3rd time this season, telling me that pitchers are being careful. It's going to bring up Seth Connor from Rogersville, Missouri, 34 years old, hitting .500 with an RBI and a double. Seth Connor, 5 seasons in the minors, reaching as high as the AA level. Dips this one into left field. That's a base hit right in front of the left fielder Harrison Waters. So nice job by Connor. Got under that, and it had some backspin, and just enough that it cleared the shortstop, but Harrison Waters wisely opted to whoa up instead of trying some sort of heroic diving grab. It's a single for Seth Connor, the Mountain Ducks' first hit of the game. It's going to set up first and second, 1 out for the center fielder Ray Bailey. He bats in the cleanup spot. Second-year man from Springfield, Missouri. Bailey swings and clubs one in the air into right center field. Back it goes, and a catch on the dive. Schuyler Carter, former Gold Glove Award winner, shows you why, ranging back. A full-on layout at the moment of truth, and he held on just shy of the warning track for the 2nd out. Spectacular catch by the Showman center fielder. Showman not out of the jam yet, however, as Andrew Paten comes to scratch. Batting in the 5 spot today, 27-year-old rookie from Columbia, Missouri. He was 2 for 4 with a run batted in last week. Also pitched 3 shutout innings. Swung and missed at some heat on the outer part. Oh, that might have actually been out of the zone, but Paten chased it. Andrew Paten played professionally in the French 2nd Division. 32 games with the Valenciennes Vipers. 40 of 92, so he raked a .435 batting average and a .550 OBP. Asked him what it was like playing his first ball game on U.S. soil last week, and he said, you know, there's more velocity here. So French pitching not quite as gassed up as what he got to see in his first GRBL game against the Mavericks. Eric Smith throws a 1-2 breaking ball. Paten got under that. That is lifted foul. That's going to tail out of play first base side. Just beyond the Ozark dugout. The home dugout here at Meadow Park is on the third base side, so that's where the Showmen are camped, whereas the Mountain Ducks are in the first base dugout for this one. So we'll do another 1-2, fifth pitch of the sequence coming up here. Eric Smith with 2 men on and 2 out, trying to put away Andrew Paten and get out of this inning. Foul ball back to the screen. Looked like that clipped, I'm not sure if that clipped the catcher or the umpire. Clipped somebody or something. Paten back in, crowds in that right-handed batter's box. About 4 inches back off the line. A third 1-2. Paten reaches down and gets it. That is poked into left, and then it's misplayed. That's going to score 2 as the ball trickles to the wall. Kendrick is in. It's 1-0 Ducks. Here comes Seth Connor to score, and then a mistake throw off the front of the dugout. But Paten will stand tall at third base, bringing in a pair of runs, a 2 RBI base hit, as he bounced the ball over the head of the Showman left fielder, and the Ducks lead 2-0. So the inning continues. Runner at third is Paten. The batter for the Mountain Ducks will be Austin Kendrick. He's an administrator in the Branson School District. Reached on an error twice last week, but looking for his first hit of 2026. Lifetime, he is 45 of 173, 7 doubles. He's got 21 RBIs. He has walked 14 times and been hit 8 times in his career. AK looks at a 2-0 for a strike on the inner half. Ozark out to a 2-run lead on 2 hits. Smith comes back with a breaking ball. This is 2-hop to the shortstop. Brady Welsh up with it for the Showman. Throw to Michael Barnes is right on the money. So Branson will get out of the inning, but not before the Ozark Mountain Ducks do some damage. A walk to Andrew Kendrick, a single for Seth Connor, and a 2 RBI triple for Andrew Paten. Make it Ozark 2, Branson nothing. Bottom of the first coming up right after this.
Did you know that Conoco gas has 3 times more detergent additive than the minimum required by the EPA? And 30% more than the top-tier detergent gasoline standard, recommended by major car manufacturers. Other alternatives contain unwanted deposits that can build up on fuel injectors and intake valves, robbing your engine of performance. More quality in every drop. Only at your local Rapid Roberts.
At Central Bank, we've brought the home loan process closer to home. All of our lending decisions are made locally, right here in your community, so you get quick answers and loans that are tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're just starting your home buying journey or well on your way, Central Bank can help turn possibilities into realities. Apply online at centralbank.net or at any of our convenient locations. Central Bank. We do banking better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
A.J. Musser goes today for the Ozark Mountain Ducks. Right-hander from South Bend, Indiana. Spent his formidable years at Mishawaka, where he attended Penn High School. How did he end up in Southwest Missouri? Well, he went to Southwest Baptist University in Bolivar, found the GRBL back in 2022 doing a Google search for adult baseball in Springfield, Missouri. Did not know a soul when he showed up for tryouts. Played that season, did not play in 2023, missed the whole thing with a knee injury. came back in 2024 with the Mountain Ducks. His best year by far was with the Moon City Mavericks a season ago, where he went 4 consecutive starts without conceding any earned runs. That streak met its demise in the 3rd inning last week in Ozark's ultimate 8-7 victory over Moon City. So 2 2/3 for A.J. Musser here in 2026. 6 earned on 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, 5 walks. Finding the zone consistently is going to be the order of the day today, and he's got a new battery mate, Leon Griffith, making his first start at catcher here in 2026. It's 1-0 to the leadoff man, Schuyler Carter. And Schuyler Carter, a GRBL Hall of Famer out of Evangel University, the league's all-time leader in base hits. 91, a .332 career average, a .415 on-base percentage. 2 Gold Glove awards, including the outfield Gold Glove in 2025, and you saw why with that over-the-shoulder catch he made to rob Ray Bailey in the top of this 1st inning. Carter ahead 3-0, so not the start A.J. Musser wanted when it comes to finding the zone and staying ahead. Griffith sets up. They come home, that's high, and it is a walk. So Carter is on for Jacob Karlson, Showman player manager, coming off a 12 for 35 season in 2025. He is 2 for 4 with an inside the park home run and a single this year. 81 hits in his GRBL career, 10 back from Carter for the all-time lead. Carter takes off on Musser's first offering. It was outside, throw down to Gallion. Not in time to stop Schuyler Carter from stealing the base. So into scoring position goes Carter for Jacob Karlson. Looked at a strike there. .47 runs batted in Jacob Karlson's career. The 1-1 swung on. This is in the air to center field. Ray Bailey tracking it for the Mountain Ducks. Makes the catch, and then an equally impressive 1-hop throw to third base to keep Schuyler Carter from thinking about tagging up and advancing. So that's a tough out there that A.J. Musser just got. Here comes another tough out. His name is Brady Welsh. 0 for 3 for this campaign with a walk, coming off of a 7 for 31 performance with Moon City a season ago. That included a triple and a double. Largely batted at second a pretty fair bit for City a season ago. He's in the 3rd spot for Branson. Nothing in 1. Little jam shot swung on and fouled back, but I think Brady, knowing who's batting in front of him, Schuyler Carter and Jacob Karlson, both Hall of Famers, he's got to be excited about batting behind those 2 gentlemen with the thought that they're going to be on base a lot, and it's going to create a lot of opportunities for him to get pitches to hit. Welsh has 39 in a GRBL career that began in 2021. Musser's going to try a back pick throw. That's not successful as Carter dove back safely, but I think it spooked him. As Musser has Welsh down 0-2. Winds and fires. Ran that one inside. So a little bit of breeze out there. It's out of the west-southwest today at around 9 miles per hour. Oh my goodness, that was a hot shot. And A.J. Musser, in an act of self-defense, hauled that into his glove. And Brady Welsh just walking away chuckling as then A.J. turned and doubled off Schuyler Carter as his life flashed before his eyes. A 1-4 double play ends the first inning with the score. Ozark Mountain Ducks 2, Branson Showmen nothing. A.J. Musser is going to go get a fresh set of drawers, and we'll be back for inning number 2.
Hey folks, this is Curtis Millsap from Millsap Farms here in Springfield. We'd love to welcome you out to the farm. Stop by our self-serve farm stand for fresh eggs, pasture-raised meats, seasonal produce, flowers, raw honey, kombucha, and plenty of other local favorites. Or catch us each week at the Farmers Market of the Ozarks with sweet corn, watermelons, cantaloupe, cherry tomatoes, and so much more. Want to enjoy the best of what we're growing and making all season long? Join our CSA. Customize your share with vegetables, herbs, pasture-raised meats, artisan sourdough bread, and a variety of other farm favorites picked to fit your family's table. Then on Thursday evenings, come gather with us for pizza night. Wood-fired pizza featuring the season's harvest, live music, and a fun evening under the Ozark sky. Visit millsapfarms.com or follow Millsap Farms on Facebook to learn more. Sign up for our grocery subscriptions or reserve your spot for pizza night. Millsap Farms, good food, good people, and a place to gather. We'll see you soon.
Seven, 8, and 9 hitters do up this inning for the Ozark Mountain Ducks, playing from a 2-0 advantage. It'll be the extra hitter Jordan Hicks, the right fielder Jamar Averyhart, and the catcher Leon Griffith Jr. Pitcher A.J. Musser will bat in the 10 spot if we get there. If you're new to Grip and Rip Baseball, yes, 10-man batting orders are possible. Teams have the option to bat 9 or bat 10. Most of the time, teams elect to bat 10. It's just a nice way to create some more opportunities for your players. So you get a designated hitter and an extra hitter. You will start to see the 9-man order pop up as the season goes in higher stakes games and in the playoffs. If a team feels like it needs to create the chance of one more opportunity for some of the guys at the top part of the order. But for the most part, we're going to see 10-man lineups today. 5 out of 6 clubs have turned in lineup cards, and I can tell you all 5 have 10-man orders today. We will wait and see a little bit in prime time what the Knicks Suckers are going to do. Here comes a 1-1 to Jordan Hicks, who slices this one off foul. He's the director of sales and service for a pest control company. Had a sac fly RBI in his GRBL debut against Moon City last week. 1-2 from Eric Smith is inside. 2-2. And Jordan Hicks has proven himself to be a versatile defender. He can play about anywhere on the infield, and we've seen him in the outfield too. This is hopped to the second baseman. Ben Hammett corrals it, had to rush the throw, but did a nice job staying down, staying patient, and he got the ball to Michael Barnes in time for the out, 1 away. It's going to bring up Jamar Averyhart. He is from Trine University. That's a Division III college in Indiana. He was a pitcher there. He is playing right field for Ozark today. Averyhart 1 for 3. He has been in the Grip and Rip since 2022. Plus defender, that's for sure. Watches a curveball dip into the zone for a strike to even us up 1-1. Very smart guy, very cerebral. Swung over the top of an Eric Smith breaking pitch to fall behind 1-2. So Averyhart crowds in. Trying to see if Eric Smith goes off speed again. He instead goes to the high heat, and Smith has his first strikeout of the day. It comes in the second inning. 2 gone. Bring up Leon Griffith Jr. from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Now lives in Springfield, Missouri. And he went to Seminole State College in Florida. Swings and slices this one foul. He had 3 hits, 3 runs batted in, drew 5 walks, and got hit twice. His rookie year with Republic. He's a roofing inspector and an umpire. A baseball umpire, that is, with the Mid-America Umpires Union, working his way up. So no doubt he is well acquainted with the folks who officiate games here in the GRBL. This is put way up into the air to right. Karlson running over for the Showmen, hauls that in and makes the catch to complete a 3-up, 3-down second inning for the Showmen. They'll come to bat in the bottom part of the inning, trailing the Ozark Mountain Ducks 2-0. You're watching Grip and Rib Baseball. Live coverage all season long, brought to you by our streaming sponsor, Central Bank of the Ozarks. We'd also like to thank the league's title sponsors, Centerstone, Quality Behavioral Healthcare, and the Bank of Missouri. Live well, bank well.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. If you're in the market for a new home, you're probably spending a lot of time looking at real estate listings. But there's one main thing you need to do to narrow down your search. Get pre-qualified for a home loan. Mortgage loan officer Shannon Meissner is here. How does this help you to live well, bank well?
Getting pre-qualified for a mortgage loan is definitely your first step. Pre-qualification allows you to determine early on how much money you can borrow to purchase a home in connection with your monthly budget. This way you know what homes to be watching the market for. We have lots of different loan options to fit everyone's unique needs. This way we can help you accomplish your homeownership dreams and goals. And the best part about pre-qualification is there's no cost. It's quick, easy, and it makes you a smart buyer.
Thanks, Shannon. And of course, our mortgage loan officers like you are here to help you every step of the way. At the Bank of Missouri, we help you live well, bank well. The Bank of Missouri is an equal housing lender.
Ozark Mountain Ducks lead the Branson Showmen. We get ready for the bottom of the second. Andrew Paten with a 2 RBI triple in the first gave Ozark the early advantage. A.J. Musser out to work for the Mountain Ducks after turning a double play to get out of the first inning. So the 4, 5, 6 men due up for Branson. It will be Harrison Waters, Tony Lewis, and Mike Barnes. First up is Harrison Waters, the Showman left fielder. He is from Republic, Missouri, sponsored by Waters Cinema. Looking for his first hit of 2026. Lifetime one of 11 Grip and Rip players to exceed 50 base hits for his career. Came into the season 57 of 156 with a .428 on-base percentage. Tough performance a week ago. Lowered that slightly. But Harrison Waters, make no mistake, is not a quiet stick. He's ahead here 1-0 on Musser. Fastball. This is swung on and pulled, but that will be just foul. Right field line. That one hopped and ended up in the unoccupied Ozark bullpen. So young fans going to have a bit of a haul to go get a Bank of Missouri 50-cent foul ball, but there's a young man who is committed. 50-cent foul balls all day, every day on a GRBL Sunday. Kids 12 and under get in free, so you can actually turn that into a financial net gain if you're in the right place at the right time enough. 2-1 to Harrison Waters. Musser from the belt. Roxon deals a breaking pitch. Waters took a late lunge, sent that one foul out of play, third base side. So now somebody down the left field line is going to get a 50-cent foul ball. deuces for Dirty Harry. Musser rocks and deals, try to slider inside to the lefty with plenty of run. We're full up. 3-2 payoff coming here. Musser missed outside. Harrison Waters is on with the walk. Still looking for his first hit, but with the club trailing by 2 runs, getting on base is mission critical. It's going to bring up the Godfather, Tony Lewis. Split his college career between Missouri State University and Drury. He was part of Drury University's first baseball, or its reinstated baseball team, I should say, in 2007. Teammates with the man on first base, the runner Harrison Waters. Hops into the left-handed batter's box, 1 for 2 with a double and a pair of RBIs. Tony has also walked twice already this season. So 41 hits in his GRBL career. Looked at a steer from A.J. Musser at 73. So Musser doesn't overpower. He relies on command and movement to get him through his innings. He worked very well for Moon City a season ago on a championship run. Lewis sliced that one foul. That's going to be off the big awning, protecting fans on the third base side. We do, not a lot of fans today with it being 94 degrees, but there are fans. There are some hardy souls sitting in the shade, enjoying the Branson Showmen and the Ozark Mountain Ducks. Two to nothing our score. Ozark out in front. Put up 2 runs in the top of the first. Showmen have a potential game-tying run at the plate here in the form of Tony Lewis. Nobody out. Breaking ball. This is paddled, and that's going to get through out into right field. So Lewis is on with a single. And Harrison Waters played a little bit of chicken with his former college teammate Brett Gallion there. We got Drury Panthers all over this one. Here comes another one. This is Michael Barnes. He was not on that 2007 Drury Panthers club. His playing days there came a lot later, following a stint at Fort Scott Community College. But Mikey B, a banker, swings and drives this one. That's money out into left field. Waters comes around third and is heading for home. He will score. And Michael Barnes with an RBI base hit cuts the deficit. It is now Ozark 2, Branson 1. And still nobody out. So the Showmen with momentum. First and second, nobody out. Ben Hammett, who delivered a big 2 RBI base hit a week ago, looking to do some more. 49 years old, from Rose Hill, Kansas, now lives in Nixa, Missouri, where he and his wife Julie own and operate the DBAT Training Center franchise, the official baseball and softball training center of the Grip and Rip Baseball League. Swings over the top of an off-speed pitch for strike 1. So Hammett 1 for 2. 2 RBIs, a double. 31 hits in a GRBL career that began in 2018. It is a career that includes 4 Howard Bell Trophy Championship wins, dating back to his first year in 2018. He's 1-1 here. A.J. Musser trying to stop the bleed quickly. Misses high. Showmen have the tying run in scoring position. That's Lewis. Michael Barnes represents the go-ahead as he leads off of first. That one runs, and yeah, Hammett bailed out thinking that ball was going to hit him, and Musser spun it well. That ball broke back into the zone, counts even 2-2. And that's what A.J. Musser can do when the command is good. Goes to the fastball, struck him out. Got him to chase low and away. So one gone, but still plenty of opportunity for the Branson Showmen. As here comes the extra hitter. This is rookie Tobin Dudley. 21-year-old car salesman from Camdenton, Missouri. Looked at a Reich. He is 1 for 1, 2 runs batted in, a triple, also has a sacrifice bunt. So as far as debuts go, that was pretty good for Tobin Dudley. Down 0-1. Swings and grounds this one to third. Kendrick throws to Gallion for 1. He's going to hold on. They get Michael Barnes on a fielder's choice at second base. But that is all they get. I'll bring up the pitcher, Eric Smith. First and third, 2 outs. And Eric Smith trying to help his cause in a 1-run game. He's hitting .250 with 1 RBI. Drove in a run in a big 8th inning for Branson a week ago in a 9-6 victory. Smith was also the winning pitcher, but that was as a reliever. Today he is the starter. Trying to outduel A.J. Musser. Fastball. Took it the opposite way. That's into right. Lewis will score, and we are tied 2-2. Eric Smith continues to swing a hot bat. RBI base hit into right. Bit of a slapper, but it doesn't matter how they get there. They all count. And we are tied. Tony Lewis comes home. It's going to bring up the number 10 man in the Branson order, Evan Barnett. From North Arkansas College. Big open right-handed stance that he closes up as Musser finishes his delivery. A.J. missed high, and it's 1-0. So first and second for the Showmen. Barnett sends this one into left, but tracking that and hauling it in is Andrew Paten for the 3rd out. So the Branson Showmen respond nicely. 2 runs in the 2nd inning. RBI base hits for Mike Barnes and for Eric Smith. So we go to inning number 3. Mountain Ducks and Showmen knotted up 2-2.
Mr. Callahan, let's play Word Connect.
I don't want to.
I'll start.
I'm not gonna.
Air.
Services.
Professional.
Trustworthy.
Quality.
Satisfaction.
Everyday.
Overnight.
24/7. Repair.
Replace.
Air.
Water.
Heating.
Cooling.
VIP.
Membership. Okay, that's good.
Okay, that's bad.
Stop.
Go.
Jimmy!
Mr. Callahan!
Fired.
Hired. That was fun. Again?
Call Air Services today.
At Inkburst Studios, we create custom apparel with unmatched quality and craftsmanship. We specialize in premium DTF printing that melts seamlessly into any fabric, delivering vibrant color, incredible durability, and a smooth, soft finish that looks as good as it feels. Bold prints, superior quality, built with purpose. InkburstStudios.com.
Well, both teams came into this game identical 1-0 records. We have played 2 innings and we're all tied up 2-2. The Branson Showmen, the Ozark Mountain Ducks, first place in the GRBL South Division on the line in the early going of this 11th season of Grip and Rip Baseball right here in Springfield, Missouri. Coming up later today at 3 o'clock, Springfield Metropolitans take on the Moon City Mavericks. It is an all-Springfield rivalry known as the Queen's Derby. Starting pitchers for that one have been announced. It'll be Clay Murphy for the Springfield Metropolitans going against Cole Hazelhorst for Moon City. So a couple of different approaches there. Metropolitans going with their ace right away. Mavericks, instead of starting Logan Wiley, are going to start Cole Hazelhorst, effectively saving Wiley back for later. Tonight at 6, it's baseball night in the Ozarks. Republic Locos take on the Nixa Suckers, each of those clubs looking for their first wins of the season. Number 10 batter in the Ozark order comes up here in the third. This is the pitcher, A.J. Musser. Swings a pretty good bat. He was 3 for 7 with Moon City a season ago, and hey, that's through. He is now 1 for 2 here in 2026. Jumped on Eric Smith's first offering, drove it on the ground between the third baseman and the shortstop, and A.J. Musser leads off the inning with a single. That is the kind of thing the Mountain Ducks skip Austin Kendrick really likes to see from the number 10 man in his batting order, effectively just acting like a leadoff guy for the leadoff guy. Speaking of the leadoff guy, here he is. It's Brett Gallion. So Brett grounded to the shortstop first time. Now 2 for 4, hitting .500. This one is swung on and lifted shallow. It's over the head of the first baseman, but a nice job by the second baseman, Ben Hammett. Going into the outfield grass, tracking that down, making a difficult catch. Looked pretty easy there. So 1 away. Runner on first. Andrew Kendrick comes up for the Mountain Ducks. He drew a walk his first time up. He's now got 3 walks in 6 plate appearances. So he's been getting on, but if I know Andrew, he would like to get a hit. Ball briefly ejected from the mid of the Branson catcher, Evan Barnett. Sort of had a little Spider-Man move there to go get the ball whilst looking down the runner, A.J. Musser at first base. So Barnett protects. Kendrick chops this one. It's foul, third base side. Tony Lewis, the third baseman, stabbed that one in foul territory, but nothing gained. Counts 1-1. Kendrick with some bright yellow batting gloves. Watches a breaking ball hit the dirt. Barnett will not come up with it, and the runner will steal. Barnett touches his chest to tell his pitcher Eric Smith, yeah, that one's on me. But it is a man in scoring position for the Mountain Ducks in a tie game as Musser takes second base. 2-2 the score for the moment, 1 out. Batter is Andrew Kendrick, who watches a fastball go by low. Count is now 3-1. Kendrick back in, and here we go. Eric Smith sets from the belt, fires. That is swung on and grounded, foul third base side. Full house. Mountain Ducks trying to break the tie and retake the lead after coughing up a couple of runs in the bottom of the second. Smith looks back at the runner, then deals. Kendrick lifts this one in the air, left field. Over to get that is Harrison Waters for the Showmen, and he makes the catch. 2 gone. So the last hope for Ozark this inning is Seth Connor, but this is pretty hopeful. He's 3 for 5 with an RBI and a run scored in this game. Singled out to first, or singled in the first, rather. First time up. So 3 for 5, former assistant hitting coach with Major League Baseball's Texas Rangers, left at the conclusion of the 2025 season. Family now lives east of Springfield, Missouri. He is the Director of Innovation and Engagement at Convoy of Hope, but definitely brings some professional grade skill into his first season of grip and rip baseball. Smith dips a breaking pitch in the zone to even the count 1-1. Seth Connor appeared in a total of 187 minor league games across all levels. Got a pro batting average of .244, 141 hits in 579 at-bats. Lifts this one in the air center field. Carter is charging in, and he makes the catch on the run. Somehow kept his footing in the process. That was a sweet swing from Seth Connor and an equally sweet grab from Schuyler Carter. He's made a couple of those today to hold the Ozark offense at bay. 2-2 is the score. Mountain Ducks and Showmen knotted up. We're back with more in a moment.
At OWN, we support projects through every phase, from boundary and topo surveying to geotech, civil site design, utilities, permitting, and more. We get the slope right, the details exact, the deadline met. That's a given. But the real work, it's not on a plan sheet. It's building trust and lasting relationships. That's engineering beyond.
OWN Engineering is a partner of Grip and Rip Baseball. Check them out at weareown.com. That's weareown.com.
Did you know that Conoco gas has 3 times more detergent additive than the minimum required by the EPA? And 30% more than the top-tier detergent gasoline standard, recommended by major car manufacturers. Other alternatives contain unwanted deposits that can build up on fuel injectors and intake valves, robbing your engine of performance. More quality in every drop. Only at your local Rapid Roberts.
Got a Rapid Roberts pitching change for the Ozark Mountain Ducks, and a move I did not see coming. The mound man is Andrew Kendrick. He gets to face the top part of the Branson order. This is Andrew's GRBL pitching debut. He was not a college pitcher at Youngstown State, so we're probably trying to flash back to his days at Parkview High. That is off the glove of the shortstop, Seth Connor. It will trickle into the outfield, but Carter is going to woe up at first. No, he's not. Nope, now he's going back. And now he dives in safely. Austin Kendrick brought the hammer down onto Carter's back, but he is called safe. So, goodness sakes, the circus came to town for a moment there for Ozark. And to compensate the changes, they have moved Andrew Paten in from left field to third. They have moved Jordan Hicks, I believe, playing left. Still Seth Connor at short. Everything else defensively is as the game began for Ozark. But Andrew Kendrick making his GRBL pitching debut. That is not a hit for Carter. It was charged E6. Jacob Karlson is the batter. And we will all try to figure out the pitching of Andrew Kendrick as this goes. There's a 79 mile per hour something rather down for ball 2. But I did not know this move was in the arsenal at all. Karlson pulls this one into left. It goes. That is a base hit, and it's off the wall. Carter goes first to third. Karlson's going to stand up at second base. So a double for Jacob Karlson brings his career total to 82. And the Showmen have 2 men in scoring position. First base unoccupied for Brady Welsh, the shortstop. It's a tie ball game, 2-2. Branson looking for its first lead. Or will they get it from Brady Welsh? Out of Arkansas State, swings and chops this one. That is to the shortstop. That ricochets. Carter will score. It is 3-2, Showmen. So that was a hard hit ball. We'll wait and see. And I think our official scorer is actually going to hit there for the Showmen. No, they did not. They went E6. What happened was they charged the error to the wrong team up there on the scoreboard. But this is Harrison Waters. So 3-2. Branson in front. Waters sends this one to the second baseman. Gallion makes the tag, then throws over to Kendrick for the double play. But they're not out of the inning yet. So a 4-3 ground out into a double play. Puts 2 outs on the board. It also moves Jacob Karlson to third base, where he is anxious for Tony Lewis to try to spread on the lead. Lewis singled out to right field first time up. Fielders are going to play him deep to pull. This is swung on, fouled back. So a couple of mistakes cost the Mountain Ducks in the bottom of the third. Showmen have taken a 3-2 lead. Kendrick misses outside, 70 miles per hour. So he gassed up at 79, and he's taking 9 miles per hour off on what looks to be a changeup. That was a fastball on the outer half, so he's going away to Lewis. 2 balls and a strike now. Fastball swung on, 3 hops to the second baseman, Brett Gallion. He waits for Austin Kendrick to get to the bag. He does. And a 4-3 ground out will end the inning, but not before the Showmen capitalize on a couple of miscues by the Ozark Mountain Ducks. Branson leads Ozark 3-2. Inning number 4 comes your way in a moment. I'd like to say a big thank you to Own Engineering for its continued support of Grip and Rip Baseball.
Support local, give local. We hear it all the time, and when it comes to blood donation, there's an easy way to make sure your gift is being used in your community. Donors with Community Blood Center of the Ozarks provide every drop of blood, platelets, and convalescent plasma to patients in over 40 area hospitals. How do I know why that's important? Because my youngest daughter, Joselina, is alive today thanks to local blood donors. Find out how you can help at cbco.org. Local donors, local patients. That's the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks difference.
At OWN, we support projects through every phase, from boundary and topo surveying to geotech, civil site design, utilities, permitting, and more. We get the slope right, the details exact, the deadline met, that's a given. But the real work, it's not on a plan sheet. It's building trust and lasting relationships. That's engineering beyond.
Own Engineering is a partner of Grip and Rip Baseball. Check them out at weareown.com. That's weareown.com.
Branson pitcher Eric Smith goes from the lead for the first time today, coming out to work a 4th inning, and so that represents a managerial decision by the Branson gaffer Jacob Karlson. He is electing to leave Eric Smith in this game. That means he will be designated as the 3+ pitcher today. Smith can pitch all of this one. He can pitch the 5th if the Showmen decide that's going to be the move, and then they will have to make their first of 2 Rapid Roberts pitching changes at that time and point. But any Branson reliever who enters the game from this point forward will be maxed out at 3 innings of work. So no pitch counts here in the Grip and Rip, but we do have an innings restriction that forces teams to make 2 pitching changes per game, and it limits how many innings any single pitcher can throw. Just if you're confused, hang around long enough, you'll start to get it, and it makes for a fun bit of strategy every GRBL Sunday. 2-0 to the Ozark cleanup hitter Ray Bailey here in the top of the 4th. Bailey flew out to center field. First time up, a Gold Glove caliber catch by Schuyler Carter, who is taking a moment to fix some equipment out there. He's good. He gives Eric Smith the go sign, and Smith comes home with a 2-0 that dips into the zone for a strike. Next offering to Bailey, swung on and lifted. That's going to stay on the playing surface, but it's going to be tough. And wow, what a job by Brady Welsh, the shortstop, ranging back on the run. And Ray Bailey is the victim of a spectacular catch for the 2nd time today. So Bailey is retired. That'll bring up rookie Andrew Paten. Had a 2 RBI triple in his first plate appearance, but the sheets are clean here as he comes to bat 3 for 5. 2 RBIs, a walk, and a strikeout. Off to a fine start. His college career began at Lake Erie College in Ohio in 2020. He then transferred to Newman University, that's in Wichita, Kansas. Played there 1 season, pitched a total of 7 innings there, then transferred. Found a home at Columbia College in Columbia, Missouri. They're an NAIA level team. Primarily as a pitcher. But in total, his college career made 58 at-bats, 18 hits, 3 doubles and 1 home run. This is grounded and through. Into right field it goes. So Andrew Paten stays hot on a hot day here at Metter Park. That single out to right field gets something cooking here in the 4th for Ozark. Batter will be Austin Kendrick. He looked at ball 1. One out, runner at first. The 1-0. 62-mile-per-hour curve from Eric Smith, tails low and away. This is popped. Tony Lewis, the third baseman, looking for it. Oh, and then the ball dipped back into fair territory at the last moment. He's going to salvage a fielder's choice to the second baseman to get the lead runner force out. But Tony Lewis, frustrated with that. With a westerly wind today, that baseball moved on Tony as it was coming out of the air, and it ended up falling to the carpet fair. So a 5-4 force out brings up Jordan Hicks. Runner at first, 2 out. Hicks started the day as the extra hitter. He's now the left fielder after Ozark made a pitching change. Grounded to second his first time up. Smith misses outside, 2-0. So the runner at first is Austin Kendrick. Ozark Mountain Ducks trail the Branson Showmen 3-2. Fastball from Smith is a strike over the heart of the plate. Jordan Hicks, breaking ball, that's into the zone. So Smith took 11 miles per hour off. Slider moves in the 70s, or a slurve, I guess, more like a slurve, and then that slower slurve is at about 62. That was a 76-mile-per-hour fastball that Jordan Hicks fouled off, and that sets us up deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone. Mountain Ducks trying to manufacture something here in the bottom of the 4th. Smith's pitch to Jordan Hicks. Whoa, way high, off the glove of Evan Barnett. Kendrick will go to second base, and into scoring position he goes, with a full count pitch coming up here. It's Eric Smith trying the high heat, but not that high. Was about at eye level with Jordan Hicks, who's a big fella, goes about 6'3". 3-2 payoff. Went back to the slower version of the breaking ball. Hicks fought it off foul to stay alive. They're playing Hicks in on the corners with that runner in scoring position, giving him a lot of room to work with in right center. Instead, he's going into left field. Waters runs in and hauls in the line drive. That will crush Ozark's hopes of a 4th inning rally. So a single by Andrew Paten. However, the Mountain Ducks come away empty-handed. Branson Showmen lead this one 3-2. The bottom of the 4th is next. It is right after this.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. Whether you're looking to pay bills or make a big purchase, sometimes you need cash quickly to take that next step. A consumer loan might be a perfect option to help you live well, bank well. Sonia McClendon, one of our branch managers, is here to explain.
Thank you, Nicole. We provide personal consumer loans for almost any purpose, from building your credit to financing that new car. We offer competitive rates, and decisions are made locally so we can get you the money that you need quickly. But what makes our consumer loans unique is that personal touch. For example, I recently worked with a customer to secure a loan for a horse trailer. He could have went elsewhere, but he chose to work with his bank because of that personal relationship that we've built with him. Being able to work with your personal banker that you know and trust makes a big difference.
That's right, because we work with our customers to help them live well, bank well. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
Mike Barnes steps into the right-handed batter's box for the Branson Showmen. He's already got 1 RBI base hit on the day. Batting with clean sheets, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 4th, Andrew Kendrick is still the mound man for the Ozark Mountain Ducks. That is a surprise. I did not think I would be saying that. Well, ever. This is popped. It stays on the infield. Trouble. That drops down fair. Both the Ozark third baseman and the shortstop talked it over. The debate ended in a tie, and the baseball came down to the carpet. So Michael Barnes is on. It wasn't pretty, but it was effective, and so he is a base runner here in the 4th for Ben Hammett. Hammett bunts, and he popped it 1 hop to the third baseman Paten, who throws a dart with a little bit of frustration on the ball as well over to Austin Kendrick to get the out. So Hammett is put away, but it does advance Mike Barnes into scoring position. Showman lead 3-2. Looking to buy some insurance runs here. Tobin Dudley, the extra hitter, comes up. Now he steps out. Now we got, oh, I see, the second baseman Brett Gallion is tying his shoe. So he's back up. Dudley's back in the box. Kendrick's back on the rubber, and here we go. Little sidearm, 64-mile-per-hour junk ball hits the inner half of the strike zone. 0-1. And Kendrick summons his catcher Leon Griffith out to have a chat. So some of that, I think, goes credit to the runner Michael Barnes, who's been a one-man dance crew from the bag at second base. He got into Kendrick's head there about something. 0-1 to Dudley. Another sidearm pitch, another swing. This time that ball is fouled off the net. And Tobin Dudley, the rookie from Camdenton, Missouri, has fallen behind here 0-2. Swing and a miss. Kendrick gassed it up that time, 79 miles per hour. Classic backwards pitching there, off speed, gas. And about 14 miles per hour made all the difference. 2 outs, and the batter is Eric Smith for the Branson Showmen. He swings and chases one. Kendrick, a little more of a traditional approach there. That was a fastball at 79. 0-1. Kendrick from the chest. That had some late movement away from the right-hander. It's a called strike 2. And the younger AK trying to put away Eric Smith and get off the field. Fastball again, but this one is low. Griffith trapped it again. 1-run ball game. Branson batting with a 3-2 advantage. Michael Barnes, the runner at second. 2 outs. Andrew Kendrick trying to get Eric Smith. They go off speed. It gets away from Griffith. Barnes, wisely, I think, is going to stay put ultimately. And then Griffith yipped the throw back, but no harm done, as it ends up in the hands of the shortstop, Seth Connor. Showmen have been punishing Ozark for mistakes today, but not this time. 2-2. Little jammer swung on and fouled off, so we'll do that again. Again, this the first of 3 games today here at Metter Park, a GRBL Sunday tripleheader. Oh, and that hit him. So a beanball will extend the inning for Branson. Probably not the way Eric Smith wanted that one to go. Not the way Andrew Kendrick wanted it to go either, to be fair. Nonetheless, the boys are on for Evan Barnett. 2 outs, 2 men on in a 3-2 baseball game. Big opportunity for Barnett, who won a championship a season ago with Moon City. Looked at a called strike. That was his first in 4 attempts. So this a 5th season for Evan. A patient care associate at Mercy Hospital here in Springfield. That means he helps the nurses and the patients, of course. He's in a 1-1. Kendrick rocks and deals. This is swung on, fouled off. So Barnett has fallen behind 1-2. And if you ask anybody from the 2025 Mavericks, they will tell you Evan Barnett was both one of the loudest and the most optimistic voices in the dugout as the season went on. Gets away from a pitch that comes in tight. He was the straw that stirs the drink for Moon City. And the last sip ended up being championship champagne. 2-2. Barnett watches that go outside, and we're full up. So Branson taking smart plate approaches here against Andrew Kendrick, and you love that. You know, seeing a guy who has not pitched in the grip and rip in his career, largely known as a position player. And so the Showmen very wisely just trying to make his pitch count inflate any way they can. 2 men on, 2 outs, 3-2. Kendrick's payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. He gets out of the inning ultimately unscathed. 3-2 is the score. Branson Showmen lead the Ozark Mountain Ducks. Inning number 5 is next, right here on the GRBL YouTube channel. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That'll help you make sure you know every time we go live, and you will not miss a minute of your favorite team and your favorite player all season long.
Remanufacturing isn't just a process, it's a legacy. From the seasoned hands of our experts to the eager spirit of the new generation, we bridge the gap by bringing together knowledge and innovation. We are one team with diverse experiences. We are moving toward one goal to ensure our future thrives. We are on one mission to pass down wisdom and embrace the new, ensuring the earth flourishes for generations to come. We are CNH Reman.
Branson Showmen lead the Ozark Mountain Ducks 3-2 after 4 innings. This baseball game a little more than 1 hour old at this phase. I'm Rance Berger, bringing you the action all day long. It is week 2 of the Grip and Rip Baseball League's 7-week season. We play a triple header here at Meadow Park every Sunday. Admission for adults just $5. Kids 12 and under always free. And you can make your money back on Bank of Missouri 50-cent foul balls. We are very appreciative of our friends at Central Bank of the Ozarks, a longtime sponsor of Grip and Rip Baseball. From way back to my rookie year in Season 3, we appreciate them year in, year out, helping to make this live stream possible for all of you folks watching at home. And it is a day where I think the fans in the ballpark probably just barely outnumber those of you watching at home on your devices, wherever you are in the world, but some of you might be here in southwest Missouri just saying to yourselves, 95 degrees is too much. And yes, it is an extreme heat warning. So we have taken extra precautions here at the stadium. That began in the form of a message that went out to players, every player in the Grip and Rip, on Thursday night, encouraging the hydration to begin then and there. So the pace of play might be a little bit slower than optimal today just because of all the heat. It feels like 98. The temperature of this AstroTurf that was installed 3 years ago, much higher than that. It's above 130 degrees. That's what the players are going to be feeling through the soles of their shoes. The batter is Jamar Averyhart, who watched Eric Smith bend a pitch inside. Not enough bite back over the plate for the liking of the man in charge. Averyhart pulls this one into left field. It goes. That's a base hit. Jamar Averyhart kicks things off for the Ozark Mountain Ducks in style. A single to left in the 5th inning. Umpires for this one from the Mid-America Umpires Association. GRBL veteran Ed Browning is in the field today, and the man behind the plate is Willie Williams. If I'm not mistaken, this might be his GRBL debut. Leon Griffith watched ball one go past. And so Eric Smith out here working the 5th inning. Showmen will have to make a change when this inning is done. This is popped. It stays on the infield. Second baseman Hammett has it. And then Avery Hart able to get back safely at first before Branson could try to check him. So 1 down. It's going to bring up the 10 spot in the order, and yes, it will be A.J. Musser. Starting pitcher is now the extra hitter for Ozark. 1 for 1 today. Hit one out to right field first time up, pretty as you please. So AJ 1 for 2. It's one of those guys, he's got family back home in Indiana watching today, so we're glad for everyone tuned in to see AJ Musser. There's a throw down to second as Avery Hart maybe a step late on the jump, and then Hammett applied a tag. Avery Hart actually overslid the bag, ended up sort of torso on second base rather than a hand or a shoulder. Nonetheless, he is safe. Jamar might start the dive a little earlier next time. This is popped into shallow right. Hammett is back, but it's going to be the right fielder Michael Doofman. Cincinnati, Ohio native makes the catch. So Doofman has come on, subbing for the starting right fielder Jacob Karlson, which leads me to believe that is, yes, Jacob Karlson is out in the Branson bullpen getting warm. So he will come on, likely to pitch inning number 6 for the Showmen. But first things first, Eric Smith has got to contend with the Ozark second baseman Brett Gallion, and there's a lot to contend with there. Brett 0 for 2 today, so he has fallen to 2 for 5 for the season. 21 hits since mounting his comeback in 2024. This is grounded to short. Welsh up with it. They're going to get Gallion by a step and a half. So Avery Hart singles, and then the Showmen managed to retire the next 3 Ozark batters. And they will maintain the lead. 3-2. Branson out in front of the Mountain Ducks. We're in the middle of the 5th, and we're back with more at Grip and Rip Baseball right after this.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. The risk of losing your hard-earned money to scams is real, especially the scammers sending out fake communications. And that's why we're talking to our Director of Fraud Mitigation, Corey Gerstenschlager. He's got some good practices to help keep your money safe.
Thank you, Nicole. Yes, often we're seeing that people are being contacted by scammers through text message, phone calls, or emails, posing as legitimate companies or even your bank, trying to persuade you into providing sensitive information like passwords and things of that nature, sometimes even asking you to send them money. If you receive any kind of communication like this and you didn't ask for it, that's a good red flag that it isn't legitimate. So when you have those situations, get an actual number that you trust for that company, call them and verify the accuracy of the information that you're receiving. Good rule of thumb is make sure to check your accounts frequently and report any suspicious activity.
Thanks, Corey. At the Bank of Missouri, we help you live well, bank well.
Another Rapid Roberts pitching change for the Ozark Mountain Ducks. So A.J. Musser pitched 2, Andrew Kendrick pitched 2. They continue piecing it together. The third pitcher they will use today is the right-hander who started the game at shortstop, Seth Connor. He is 34 years old, a rookie from Rogersville, Missouri. In his professional playing days, he mixed it up between catcher, first base, and third base, but he made his big pitching debut 1 week ago against Moon City. Pitched 3 1/3 innings, allowing an earned run on 3 hits. Struck out a batter, walked a batter, hit a guy. So Seth Connor will start off with the Branson leadoff man, Schuyler Carter. Swings and clubs this one foul. So Seth, I'm certain, was a pitcher in his days at Logan Rogersville High School. How effective was he? Couldn't tell you. No idea what the pitching stats are there. So looking around the Ozark infield, they have made some changes. They've got Jordan Hicks has come in from left field to play third. Jamie Petty has come on to play left. And the shortstop, I do believe, is now Andrew Kendrick. Still Brett Gallion at second, still Austin Kendrick at first. And they've got Ray Bailey with A.J. Musser in the outfield. So left to right, it's Hicks, Bailey, Musser in the big grass. 1-2 to Schuyler. Carter swung on. That's pulled foul. We'll do it again. So Seth Connor worked professionally as a hitting coach from 2017 to 2025. And he said, yeah, you know, I spent so much time studying what pitchers do, studying what hitters do. I should be able to come on and pitch. At least that's what he told the guys on the morning drive on ESPN Radio Jock 96.9 FM during an interview he gave this past week. That was cool. It was a fun little guest spot. They brought Seth on to reflect on his Major League Baseball coaching career, but they couldn't resist asking a few questions about the GRBL as well. Carter puts this one in the air to right, running back. That is not Musser, that's Paten. Doesn't matter, it's off the wall. It's going to be Bailey chasing it down for the Mountain Ducks as Carter comes around second, heads into third easy, and it is a triple for Schuyler Carter. Branson with a one-run lead, looking for more, as Schuyler Carter is on for Jacob Karlson here in the fifth. So Karlson took some warm-up throws in the bullpen. Now he is not going to miss the plate appearance. Certainly not going to miss a golden opportunity. 1 for 2 on the day. 3 for 6 for the season. Watches a fastball go by high. A lot of pitchers in this game have been maxing out just shy of 80 and then throwing in the 60s and the low 70s on the off-speed stuff. Jacob Karlson has a base hit and a run batted in. It is now 4-2. Showmen as Jacob Karlson singles into left. An RBI. And it is now a 2-run advantage for the Purple Gang. Batter's going to be Brady Welsh. Nobody out and a runner on. Connor trying to bow his neck. Welsh watches ball 1 go past. So Brady has lined out to the pitcher, and then he has reached on an error. Ball got lost. Karlson will not advance as Griffith is able to find it. So 8 hits for the Showmen, 5 for the Ducks. Ooh. A little high and tight there, but Welsh laid off. 3-0, says our home plate umpire, Willie Williams. Back to a breaking ball, but that's high. So triple single walk for the Branson offense this inning. The Purple Gang have first and second, nobody out for Harrison Waters. 0 for 1 with a walk today. Harrison got under that one, and that got over the screen, foul, straight back. Connor did well there attacking the hands of the left-handed Left fielder Harrison Waters, who watches one go past on the outer half now, 1-1. Looked like same pitch with a better spot as Harry swung and missed. 76 miles per hour, strike 2. Ball and a strike now. Tried the same thing again to no avail. 2-2. Up, up, up. Seems to be the emphasis. We'll see if they try to go down and in. Yes, indeed. Waters was ready for it. Swung and sliced that one foul. Well, that's going to get out of play in a hurry. Two men on and a 2-2 count. Double play depth for the Ozark infielders. They go high again. Waters does not oblige. Ozark asked for a second opinion, and Ed Browning was willing to give it. No, he did not, says Browning. 3-2. Payoff ran inside, and he walked him. That's tough. And yeah, Connor thought the count, I don't know if he confused what the count was. But the plate umpire, Willie Williams, was correct. That's going to bring up a center stone mound visit as Austin Kendrick comes over from first base. He's the Ozark player manager, and this was a chat and not a replacement, but Seth Connor gets a visit here, nobody out, and the bases are now loaded for Tony Lewis. A 1-0. Something tells me Tony is going to swing out of his cleats at the first pitch he deems to be in the zone. Yes, indeed he does, but he's under it. Foul ball, straight back. Ball and a strike. Infielders in for the Mountain Ducks, looking to come home and keep a run off the board as the Showmen lead this thing by 2. That breaking pitch missed high. 2 balls and a strike. Again, a high miss. So Connor has been going up, up, up to these middle of the order hitters for the Showmen. That ran him in and he walked in a run. And that could likely spell, well, no, Kendrick's thinking about it. They're going to leave Connor in there. It is now 5-2 for the Showmen. But Ozark might need to be thinking about a move. Michael Barnes stands in, 2 for 2 on the day with an RBI. Still bases loaded, still nobody out. Mikey B, who is now hitting .750 on the short season, has got to be salivating here. Thought about it and checked it. It's 2-0. Connor tried to attack him inside. That was another high miss. (3-0) to Barnes. He checked a swing at a 3-0 pitch, ended up fouling it off. I don't think he meant to do that. Nonetheless, the plate appearance will continue. Three balls and a strike. Fastball, that's into the zone. Called Steerike with some late movement, makes it 3-2. Seth Connor Trying to show signs of life. Michael Barnes pulls this one into left. Back goes Petty to the track. One hop and it's off the wall. Showmen are going to try to score 3 here. Throw to the plate. Sails. Lewis is safe. Michael Barnes, a 3 RBI bases clearing double. And the Showmen now lead 8-2. It was a great piece of hitting there from Michael Barnes, 3-2 pitch. Figured he was going to see something over, and he did. Swung on and drove it. Not quite enough to get all the way out of here, but it was enough to get well over the head of the left fielder. Off the wall it went, and Mikey B standing tall, giving the Showmen what is now a 6-run advantage, 8-2. Still nobody out. It's a swing and a miss by Hammett, who was swinging with bad intentions there. Hammett puts one in the air to left center. Ray Bailey running over for the Mountain Ducks. He will make the catch. Barnes tags up. He's coming home. 9-2 for the Showmen. Sacrifice fly in the books for Ben Hammett. And it is now a 7-run ball game. But as the Ozark Mountain Ducks know all too well, deficits are just opportunities for comebacks. They trailed the Moon City Mavericks 7-1 in the season opener, came roaring all the way back, scored 7 unanswered runs, and ended up winning on baseball night in the Ozarks 8-7. So Ozark has been here before. Tobin Dudley hits one that ricochets for the third baseman, Jordan Hicks, but he stayed down. Might have taken the ball off the chin there, but he is not rubbing it. It's going to be a 5-3 putout for the Mountain Ducks. 2 down and nobody on for Eric Smith. So Smith, who conceded a couple of earned runs in the first inning, went on to finish out his day pitching with 4 scoreless innings. Batting here as the 5th inning, not quite done yet. Breaking ball inside, 1-1. Fastball swung on and fouled back. Eric Smith just touched that one. Nothing more. Wind has shifted a little bit southward. We're still going to call it west-southwest at 8 miles per hour, gusting at 12. So when you look at the American flag out there, which it is positioned in left center, it almost looks like more of a southerly wind with the way the banner is blowing. So this ballpark, the third base line runs north-south. First base goes east-west, and from home plate to center field, you are looking northeast. So typically a westerly wind is a bit of crosswind, third to first, or blowing out to right. However, because it is August, we've enjoyed winds out to left thus far all season long in the GRBL as Eric Smith sends a line drive out to left that one hops in front of Jamie Petty for a base hit. So the hits keep coming for the Showmen. It's going to bring up Doman the Showman, who had his last name mispronounced for his first 2 GRBL seasons. It's Michael Doofman from Miami of Ohio, Middletown. 1 for 2 here in 2026. And Doman the Showman goes all the way around on strike 1. He's an account executive for a business-to-business freight shipping company. Seth Connor misses outside, and it is 1-1. So the last name, Doofman, looks like it should be Doman, if you are a phonetic reader, and I am. Ooh, swinging a foul ball there off the face mask of the catcher, Griffith. But it is pronounced Doofman. I think that's Dutch. Somebody in the YouTube channel can tell me if I'm wrong. Little jam shot. Doofman grounds it right side. Kendrick is going to have to hurry, and a great job by Seth Connor, the pitcher, covering the bag to get the speedy Michael Doofman by a step. So the Showmen sent up 10 batters that inning. They scratched 6 runs across, and they now lead this baseball game 9-2. So a 7-run lead, highlighted with a 3 RBI double off the bat of Michael Barnes in the 5th inning. Back with more Grip and Rip baseball when we come back right here on the GRBL YouTube channel all season long. It's going to be a pitching change for the Showmen on the other side of this break.
At Inkburst Studios, we create custom apparel with unmatched quality and craftsmanship. We specialize in premium DTF printing that melts seamlessly into any fabric, delivering vibrant color, incredible durability, and a smooth, soft finish that looks as good as it feels. Bold prints, superior quality, built with purpose. inkburststudios.com.
At OWN, we support projects through every phase, from boundary and topo surveying to geotech, civil site design, utilities, permitting, and more. We get the slope right, the details exact, the deadline met, that's a given. But the real work, it's not on a plan sheet. It's building trust and lasting relationships. That's engineering beyond.
OWN Engineering is a partner of Grip and Rip Baseball. Check them out at weareown.com. That's weareown.com.
Yes, the 5th inning. Running of the children, always a real crowd pleaser on a GRBL Sunday. And yes, even though it is hot outside, we still had the kids race, and we still had a great turnout for it. Nice performance by Jack Lewis, son of Branson third baseman Tony Lewis. Young Jackson decided not only was he going to lead the field all the way around, he decided to slide feet first across home plate. Probably filled up his shorts with some very finely ground black rubber pellets in the process. So it's a full battery swap here for the Branson Showmen. Tobin Dudley comes from the extra hitter spot to go behind the plate this inning. And the pitcher is Jacob Karlson. So far in 2026, he has pitched 3 innings, allowing 2 earned run on 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, and a walk. He was the opening day starter, but today he opted to start Eric Smith, and he's bringing himself on as a middle reliever. Jacob pitched very well in 2025, 8 innings, largely in a closer's or emergency relief role, allowing just 1 earned run on 6 hits, striking out 7, walking 5. Andrew Kendrick looks at a called strike at 76 miles per hour from Karlson. So it'll be Kendrick, Connor, and Bailey this inning for the Mountain Ducks. Andrew Paten will bat if anyone's able to reach. 0-1 curveball, and that hit Kendrick on his left arm. So he will take the free pass, a walk and a hit by pitch for the young AK this game. And he's on for Seth Connor. The Ozark Mountain Ducks trail the Showmen 9-2. So Ozark here in this 6th inning needs to get down to business and get some base runners by hook, by crook, or any means necessary. Connor 1 for 2 today. 3 for 6 on the season with a run batted in. One of those hits is a double. He's ahead of Karlson 2-0. You know, Jacob knows exactly how fast Seth Connor's hands are through the zone, so Jacob being a little particular here might end up resulting in an unintentional intentional walk. That's a strike. Connor kept it on his shoulder for a 3-0. 3-1 coming up here. Grounder to the shortstop. Welsh up with it. Flips to Hammett for one. He hopped the throw. And Tyler Rusk, who has come on to play first base, was able to pick that. It is a 6-4-3 double play for the Showmen. Keeping a runner out of scoring position. And the pace of play also picking up here. Jacob Karlson typically likes to work quickly. This pace, in my estimation, is quick, even for him. Ray Bailey bats for Ozark. He has flown out twice. Swings and lifts one. That's going to get over the head of the shortstop. And that drops down for a base hit. Bailey trying to stretch a single into two, and he does. Taking advantage of that baseball carrying into a deeper part of the Branson outfield. So a double with 2 outs for Ray Bailey into left center field. He's on for Andrew Paten. And Paten has been producing a 2 RBI triple for him back in the first. He singled out to right field last time up. Ball got away from the catcher Dudley, but no harm done. Bailey, after an aggressive run on the initial hit, is going to stay put this time. So Paten is now 4 for 6, tearing it up, this rookie from Columbia College by way of the French 2nd Division, where he played for the Valenciennes Vipers. 40 of 92 with 14 doubles and 43 runs batted in just 32 games. Looked at a strike there. He's the second ex-French baseball pro to take part in Grip and Rip. And the first is Tony Lewis. He's in this game. That's going to slow roll, and it gets under the glove of the Branson shortstop. So Paten is going to be safe. It's going to create first and third for the Mountain Ducks as the inning continues. That is going to be charged as an error. Nonetheless, that is 3 times today in 3 plate appearances that Andrew Paten has reached safely. First and third with 2 out for Austin Kendrick. That gets past the catcher. Bailey's going to come home, and the Mountain Ducks score 9-3. Ray Bailey, very quick, sneaky quick even, taking advantage of the wild pitch. Kendrick hits this one foul, up and out of play first base side. So Austin Kendrick. Again, the approach here for Ozark is it doesn't have to be pretty. Just need to put the ball into play, try to make something happen. Try to press the Showmen into making mistakes. Kendrick swings at this one and fouls it off. 1-2. (96). We are creeping toward a projected high of 98 degrees this afternoon in Springfield, Missouri. Kendrick grounds this one back to the pitcher. Karlson off the mound with it. Throw to Rusk in time for the 1-3 putout. So the Mountain Ducks do plate a run, taking advantage of a double by Ray Bailey, Andrew Paten reaching on an error, and then a wild pitch makes the score 9-3. Showmen out in front. The bottom of the 6th is next, right after this break. You're watching Grip and Rip Baseball, streaming coverage all season long, brought to you by Central Bank of the Ozarks. Strong roots, endless possibilities.
The Fuel Forward app is a go. Fuel Forward provides quick and secure payments and everyday savings on fuel at your local Rapid Roberts to keep you moving forward. Download today and save up to 20 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Then save 5 cents per gallon every fill-up after that. Driving just got a whole lot better thanks to the Fuel Forward app at your local Rapid Roberts.
At Central Bank, we've brought the home loan process closer to home. All of our lending decisions are made locally, right here in your community, so you get quick answers and loans that are tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're just starting your home buying journey or well on your way, Central Bank can help turn possibilities into realities. Apply online at centralbank.net or at any of our convenient locations. Central Bank. We do banking better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Ozark Mountain Ducks make their 4th Rapid Roberts pitching change of the day. Andrew Paten goes from third base to the pitcher's mound, where he will try to set up and deal. Had a very good debut. 3 innings, no runs on just a single hit, struck out 3 and walked 1. He was also the winning pitcher for the Ozark Mountain Ducks in an 8-7 come from behind defeat of the Moon City Mavericks. Why was that significant? Well, Ozark was down by as many as 6 runs in that game before rallying in the very late stages. It's going to be the order of the day for Ozark again, trailing by 6 in this one, 9-3. Top of the order coming up for the Showmen here in the 6th. So we're looking at Schuyler Carter, Jacob Karlson, and Brady Welsh, 2 GRBL Hall of Famers, and another guy who's probably going to make a case for it before his playing career is done. Paten starts Schuyler Carter off with a breaking pitch out of the zone, outside to the lefty. Carter with some very interesting white, teal, and pink shoes. This is swung on and lifted into right center. It's dropping down, but that is hauled in and caught. And a nice job on the run by A.J. Musser. So he's in there playing right field. Still Bailey in center, still Jamie Petty in left for the Mountain Ducks. Andrew Kendrick is back at third, as Jacob Karlson swings and misses. They're using Seth Connor back at shortstop. They've moved Jordan Hicks to second base, and it's still Austin Kendrick at first. And a new catcher as well. This is Alex Bird behind the plate. So he has entered in the stead of Leon Griffith. Oh, check that. That is absolutely not Alex Bird. That is Brett Gallion catching this inning. So Ozark pulling out all sorts of position surprises. We saw Andrew Kendrick pitch. Now we're seeing Brett Gallion, chest protector, mask, and shin guards. 3-1 to Karlson, swung on, fouled. So how about this? This is one of the best second basemen in Grip and Rip history, is doing the reverse Craig Biggio here, going from second base to catcher in this game. There's another 3-1 to Karlson. He took took him upstairs. Jacob swung on and fouled it back. And yep, mask comes off. No mistake. That is Galleon. All the stops being pulled out here for Ozark. So 9-3 is our score. Showmen in the lead. 3-2. Karlson hammers it. That is tailing. Left side. Foul. Well, he hit that a very long way, no doubt. But it was pulled. Paten back on the mound, working from the first base side of the pitching rubber. Full wind, deals. Karlson hits this one, same direction. Little less oomph on it, but still enough to carry into the Showman bullpen down at the end of the left field line in the corner of the stadium here at Metter Park. So we will do the third 3-2 pitch of the sequence coming up here. Pitch number 8 of the plate appearance. Paten threw a breaking pitch that is swung on, and that one is fouled off. So if Karlson is not careful, we're going to run out of baseballs here. So he has cost the GRBL $1.50 thus far in Bank of Missouri 50-cent foul balls and a single plate appearance. 9th pitch from Paten, dips down and he walked him. So Jacob Karlson hanging around, ends up drawing the walk. So he's on for Brady Welsh. He walked last time up, but this is Welsh's first look at Andrew Paten. .76-mile-per-hour pitch out of the zone. So Andrew Paten, as a college player, pitched in a total of 13 games at Columbia College in 2022, 3 starts, so largely used as a reliever. 32 1/3 innings, allowing 21 earned runs on 31 hits, struck out 40 and walked just 9, so 4-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio is outstanding. Carter takes off and steals. That's his second stolen base of the day. Showman continuing to press the action, up by 6. Batter is Welsh, 1 out. The runner on second now is Carter. Paten with a breaking ball that is swung on and lifted into shallow right center. Musser is there again for the Mountain Ducks. His second catch of the inning. And it comes at a nice time for Ozark, trying to hold the Showmen at bay. Here's Harrison Waters. He has walked twice and grounded out to second, looking for his first hit of 2026 to go with his 57 from previous seasons. Fastball swung on. That is fouled back. It's been a good game if you're a kid chasing foul balls. Nothing in 1 for Waters. Watched an off-speed pitch go past outside. Harrison sponsored by Waters Cinema. At one time, he had a share of the single season record for base hits with 16. He did that with the Springfield Mets in 2022. That's a base hit for the Branson Showmen in 2026, and it brings home a run as Schuyler Carter comes round second to the plate. Harrison Waters' first hit of 2026 results in an RBI which will make it 10-3. Tony Lewis, the batter, receives a very nice introduction and a very nice ovation from the crowd on hand. Tony is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk today. A run scored to go with that. Swings and chases. A breaking ball from the rookie Andrew Paten. So here we go. This is the battle of the guys who have played in France. Andrew Paten representing Valenciennes. Tony Lewis representing Bois-Guillaume. Swung on, 2-hop to the first baseman, Austin Kendrick. He'll take it himself. The unassisted putout ends the 6th inning. But the Showmen do one more run of additional damage, as 10-3 is now the score. An RBI base hit off the bat of Harrison Waters stretches the lead back out to 7 runs. We will head to the 7th inning. It's coming at you right after this.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. Whether you're looking to pay bills or make a big purchase, sometimes you need cash quickly to take that next step. A consumer loan might be a perfect option to help you live well, bank well. Sonia McClendon, one of our branch managers, is here to explain.
Thank you, Nicole. We provide personal consumer loans for almost any purpose, from building your credit to financing that new car. We offer competitive rates, and decisions are made locally so we can get you the money that you need quickly. But what makes our consumer loans unique is that personal touch. For example, I recently worked with a customer to secure a loan for a horse trailer. He could have went elsewhere, but he chose to work with his bank because of that personal relationship that we've built with him. Being able to work with your personal banker that you know and trust makes a big difference.
That's right, because we work with our customers to help them live well, bank well. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
Heat index has hit 99 degrees here at Meadow Park in Springfield, Missouri. I promise you it feels hotter down on that AstroTurf. Part of a 3-phase renovation project here at Meadow Park. Jordan Hicks steps in. This stadium in the springtime is home to the NCAA Division II Drury University Panthers of the Great Lakes Valley Conference. There's a program on the move that just missed selection to an NCAA regional and a very competitive GLVC. As far as Division II baseball leagues go, that's sort of, the GLVC is part of what you would call a Power 3 of sorts. And the Panthers, despite having a winning record, snubbed through the selection process, but they were a lot of fun to watch all season long. That's a good ticket in the springtime. There's really not a shortage of college baseball to see. If you want to get to a ball game, there are 4 colleges from Division I all the way down to the NAIA and the NCCAA, all putting teams on the field from early February into May and June sometimes. There's a ball off the bat of Jordan Hicks, but that is tracked well. Running in to get that is the Showman left fielder Harrison Waters. So Hicks is retired to get us going here in the stretch inning. One away, and the batter will be Jamie Petty. So we saw him come on as a defensive replacement. Now he gets his first swings of the day. Petty, a rookie from Springfield, Missouri. member of the Missouri National Guard. He's a non-commissioned officer. This is swung on, grounded to the shortstop. Brady Welsh back in the hole. One hop the throw, and then it one hopped out of the glove of Tyler Rusk. The first baseman not able to hang on, and so Jamie Petty safe. And when you are Ozark trailing by 7, you can't worry about style points. Just got to make something happen. This is Jacob Karlson's second inning of work. And the run he conceded in the 6th was unearned. Leon Griffith swings and fouls one back. Back over the screen and out of play it goes. Nothing and 2 to Griffith. Karlson tried a breaking pitch, but Leon had the eyes on it, and he should have good eyes. When he's not playing, he's umpiring. So should have a better than average feel for the zone. That was indeed a strike, and Griffith swung on it. Down he goes, 2 away. You're not going to catch Leon on a borderline looking pitch, but you might catch him on a slider with some late break, and that's what Jacob Karlson was able to do there. A.J. Musser swings, grounds this one back. Karlson able to stab it in his throw to Rusk in time for the out. So no harm on what was chalked up as an error by the Branson defense. It's a short inning of work in the top of the 7th, and we will go to the stretch with the score: Branson 10, Ozark 3. 7th inning stretch brought to you by Centerstone, the parent company of what many Southwest Missourians know as Burl Behavioral Health. Centerstone is dedicated to providing quality care for all who need it.
Here's your Be Well moment with Burl Behavioral Health.
In a world that requires us to be in constant motion, we can focus on moving our bodies in ways that restore us instead of deplete us. Let's listen to our bodies and briefly stretch in ways that fit what we need. Take a deep inhale and a long exhale out as you gently stretch your neck, your shoulders, or your arms. We deserve to build physical rest into our daily routines.
For more wellness, visit BeWellCommunity.org.
Score. Branson Showmen out in front of the Ozark Mountain Ducks in this battle of unbeatens in the GRBL South. So the winner of this game will go to 2-0 and will be in first place all by their lonesome in the GRBL South standings. The third team in this division, the Nixa Suckers, will be in action tonight, 6 o'clock on baseball night in the Ozarks against the Republic Locos. But both of those teams are 0-1, so the best the Suckers will be able to do is to cut the deficit to 1 game. Coming up today at 3, it's the Queens Derby, Moon City Mavericks and the Springfield Metropolitans. Mets are 1-0, Mavericks are 0-1. Suffered a come-from-behind defeat at the hands of these Ozark Mountain Ducks a week ago. If I know one thing about Mr. 6-time Daniel England, the Mavericks manager, it is that he's not happy about that. He'll be looking for redemption. Tyler Rusk, first plate appearance, first pitch, first swing is a base hit into left field. So T. Rusk starts the Showman off in the bottom of the 7th. Pinch hitting for Michael Barnes and singling out to left. That spot in the Branson order, that 6th spot, is now 4 for 4 as Barnes 3 for 3 with 4 runs batted in. So Rusk is aboard for Ben Hammett, sponsored by DBAT, Baseball and Softball Academy in Nixa, Missouri. Looked at a Steerike. And it's not just lessons, it's not just a practice facility. They've got a full-service pro shop. So gloves, bats, batting gloves, apparel, sunglasses, sticky stuff that may or may not be completely legal in your sport of choice. You can find it at DBAT. And you also find a very knowledgeable staff that is going to make sure you have the right equipment for your game. And let me tell you, that's refreshing when somebody is not just trying to sell you a $400 bat because they think they can, but they're going to make sure you got the right size, the proper weight, the proper balance. Whether your game is slow pitch softball on Thursday nights or the hard-hitting Grip and Rip League on Sundays, they can get you outfitted at DBAT. It's a dropped third strike? No, not a dropped third strike. That was just a funky sequence of events, but nonetheless, Hammett is retired. 1 gone, and the batter is Tobin Dudley. Tobin Dudley, the rookie, now lives in Springfield, Missouri, but originally from Camdenton on the south side of Lake of the Ozarks. Sweeper outside, Tyler Rusk runs and steals. So Rusk perhaps used that Ben Hammett at-bat to time Andrew Paten's move, and yeah, Paten touches the chest to say, yeah, that's my bad. Just not enough accounting for Tyler Rusk, and he made them pay. So Rusk steals. He's into scoring position for Dudley. Swings and grounds this one left side. Andrew Kendrick is up with it. Oh, and they didn't make the tag. Rusk dipped under the tag. Then they get the tag on, but all of that game of chase allowed Dudley to reach first safely. It does take a runner out of scoring position. So it's a fielder's choice in the books. Another pinch hitter for the Showmen. This is Joshua Jenkins. Well, he's 1 for 1 with a single and a hit by pitch in his career. 32-year-old newcomer from Republic, Missouri, sponsored by Labrie Design and Build. Native of Coffeyville, Kansas. Joshua Jenkins has a pretty cool baseball-related side hustle, restores and replaces baseball gloves. And what's really cool is he takes his clients and just anyone else who's willing to watch, fans, along for the journey. He's got a YouTube channel called Leather Hands. And so what he does, he takes a time-lapse video of himself completely relacing, reconditioning, restoring the glove, and as that time lapse is playing, he's usually telling a story. Sometimes it's from way back in the early pioneering days of baseball. Sometimes it's a little more modern, but if it's a signature glove, he'll tell you all kinds of facts about the life and playing career of that particular player, but sometimes he just goes way back and drops a fair bit of historical knowledge, and those Leather Hands videos are a lot of fun to watch. So I'm not being paid to say that. I'm just a guy who enjoys a little baseball history now and again. So Jenkins, after a unfortunate check swing that resulted in a bloop back to the screen, has fallen down here 0-2. 2 outs and a runner on. Paten's pitch is a breaking ball. Jenkins grounds this one left side. Andrew Kendrick, the third baseman, up with it. Throws it across to his brother Austin at first in time. And the 7th inning is done. The score remains Branson Showmen 10, Ozark Mountain Ducks 3. We head to the 8th. It is next, and it is right after this.
Elite Promotions is a family-owned company dedicated to providing effective, efficient, and quality promotional products to organizations just like yours. Elite Promotions will make it simple for you and quickly find the products that will give you a reason to use Elite. Elite Promotions is the official outfitter of the Grip and Rip Baseball League, dressing all 6 teams in the jerseys you see on the field and all of our official fan apparel. Be on the cutting edge. Be elite. Elite Promotions, elitepromo.com.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. If you're in the market for a new home, you're probably spending a lot of time looking at real estate listings. But there's one main thing you need to do to narrow down your search. Get pre-qualified for a home loan. Mortgage loan officer Shannon Meissner is here. How does this help you to live well, bank well?
Getting pre-qualified for a mortgage loan is definitely your first step. Pre-qualification allows you to determine early on how much money you can borrow to purchase a home in connection with your monthly budget. This way you know what homes to be watching the market for. We have lots of different loan options to fit everyone's unique needs. This way we can help you accomplish your homeownership dreams and goals. And the best part about pre-qualification is there's no cost. It's quick, easy, and it makes you a smart buyer.
Thanks, Shannon. And of course, our mortgage loan officers like you are here to help you every step of the way. At the Bank of Missouri, we help you live well, bank well. The Bank of Missouri is an equal housing lender.
With his club leading the Ozark Mountain Ducks 10-3, Branson player manager Jacob Karlson is keeping himself on the pitcher's mound in the 8th. This will be the 3rd and final inning that he is eligible to pitch. He will have to yield to a reliever for the 9th inning. Defensively, the Showmen have subs in on the corners. Joshua Jenkins at 3rd, Tyler Rusk at 1st. Still the same middle infield they started the game with. Brady Welsh at shortstop and Ben Hammett at second base. Tobin Dudley still on as the catcher, with Harrison Waters, Schuyler Carter, and Michael Doofman, the outfielders. Brett Gallion swings and drives one into center field. That's a base hit. So Gallion, with his first hit of the day, comes at a key time for the Mountain Ducks, who have 6 outs left to play with. Gallion's now got 3 hits in 2 games, staying hot, figuratively and literally. Andrew Kendrick hops in. He has walked. He has been hit by a pitch. He has flied out to left. Swung on and missed there. Karlson from the chest misses high. 1-1. And with a runner on, Karlson's pitching pace has slowed a touch. He's also in his 3rd inning of work. Kendrick drives this one into deep center. Back goes Carter. Oh, he had it, and then it came out of the mitt. Almost a highlight reel catch. Instead, it's going to be business for the Mountain Ducks. Kendrick stands tall at second base. Gallion stops at 3rd. It's going to be a tough play on the run, no doubt, and also no doubt Schuyler Carter is going to feel like he should have had that one. Nevertheless, Seth Connor is up for Ozark. It's trailing by 7. Seth can't do it all here, but he can certainly put a dent in the deficit the Quack Pack faces. Karlson misses low. Came back high. Connor Stierreich was trying to sell that he left the bat back on the shoulder. The problem was his body was all the way out of the box and running for first base. It's not a bad thought from Seth, you know. He tried. Grounder to the shortstop. Brady Welsh back in the hole. Tries to get Kendrick back at second. Instead, they're not going to get anybody. And a run will score. So it is now 10-4. So Gallion comes home, cuts the deficit to 6. Nobody out. First and second for the Mountain Ducks. Ray Bailey, the batter, looks at a strike on the outer half. Bailey 1 for 3 with a double today. Took a serious cut at that one, but it was over the top. Foul ball first base side into his own dugout. Back comes Karlson. Runners go. Bailey, a late lunge. He probably swung at ball 1 there and also gave away that Ozark was taking a risk on a hit and run, trying to catch the guys on the Showmen infield asleep. And yeah, now they know that's a possibility. Karlson takes a long look back at Kendrick before dealing, and he strikes out Ray Bailey with a slider high. So first and second for Andrew Paten. Two for 3 with a triple and a couple of RBIs today. This is lifted into right. Doofman, the Branson right fielder, ranging back. He will haul it in. Andrew Kendrick tags up second to third on the play, but that is 2 outs. So Doofman read that well and made a nice catch. It's now first and third, 2 outs. Ozark needs to keep this inning going if they want to make a comeback in this ball game. Runner Seth Connor takes off. He will take second base against an indifferent Branson catcher. Next offering is high. Out of the zone, 2-0. Fastball down. 3 balls, no strikes. Karlson. Final inning of eligibility. Back with a breaking pitch. Took something off that time, but he found the lower part of the zone. 3 balls and a strike. Same pitch is chopped to the shortstop. Brady Welsh slings it to first base in time, and Tyler Rusk hangs on. So the Mountain Ducks get 1. The deficit is now 6 runs. The Branson Showmen lead this one 10-4. Back with the bottom of the 8th next.
Did you know that Conoco gas has 3 times more detergent additive than the minimum required by the EPA? And 30% more than the top-tier detergent gasoline standard, recommended by major car manufacturers. Other alternatives contain unwanted deposits that can build up on fuel injectors and intake valves, robbing your engine of performance. More quality in every drop. Only at your local Rapid Roberts.
At Central Bank, we've brought the home loan process closer to home. All of our lending decisions are made locally, right here in your community, so you get quick answers and loans that are tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're just starting your home buying journey or well on your way, Central Bank can help turn possibilities into realities. Apply online at centralbank.net or at any of our convenient locations. Central Bank. We do banking better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Showmen come to bat in the bottom of the 8th. It'll be the 10-1-2. So Michael Doofman, Schuyler Carter, Jacob Karlson. Might get another plate appearance for Brady Welsh if we get there. Still Andrew Paten on the mound for the Ozark Mountain Ducks. This is a 3rd inning of work for him. Ozark still has its 3+ designation, so should the Mountain Ducks pull off something that would force the Showmen to have to bat in the bottom of the 9th, Paten could stay on and pitch. He could pitch a 10th inning as well. But first things first, he's going to look to get this Ozark defense off the field quickly against a difficult and speedy part of the batting order as Michael Doofman swings and fouls this one off. So Doofman from Lakota West High School, Westchester Township, Ohio. That is just outside of Cincinnati. Swung over the top of a Paten curveball. Speaking of Cincinnati, he had a job for a little bit with the big league club there, the Cincinnati Reds. He had an internship there working as an authenticator. So if you've ever bought yourself or come into possession of an authentic game-used piece of Major League Baseball paraphernalia, somebody like Michael Doofman probably helped make that happen for you. The 0-2 swung on, slow hop to the second baseman. Hicks up with it. His throw to Kendrick in time. Doofman hustled down the line, but the Mountain Ducks got him. To the top of the order we go. Schuyler Carter is 1 for 3 with a triple and a walk today. That's an interesting line. So has had a couple of highlight reel catches. Didn't like the look of the 1-0 slider. Didn't like the look of the outside fastball either. It's 2-0. Ooh, yes he did. Sort of stopped the swing about 2/3 of the way through, but the ball was by. 2-1. Paten rocks and deals. This is grounded up the middle. Hicks gonna have to tough play from his backside, and he throws it away. So Carter is safe, and then he comes up holding his right calf muscle. That looks to be cramping and not anything serious. I'm going to take a look and see how they're going to score that. I think, yeah, they're giving him an infield single. Yes, they do. So a hit for Carter. 93 in his GRBL career, and they will lift him. So they're going to run Michael Doofman, who made the previous out. So that's a legal move for the Showmen, and Schuyler Carter is going to come off. And he may not come back on for the 9th. Looked to be cramping, but we will wait and see. Perhaps in the postgame, what exactly that was. So a runner at first is Doofman for the Showmen. The player formerly known as Doman the Showman. Jacob Karlson is the batter. He's got 2 hits today, so 83 and counting in his career. He's been trying to chase down Schuyler Carter for quite a while now. He has narrowed the gap. But the problem for Jacob is that any time he starts to think it's attainable, Schuyler Carter just goes on a hot streak. 1-1, that's inside. Doofman steals second base as he gets to the bag prior to the throw in the tag. Mountain Ducks have Leon Griffith back behind the plate, so it appears the substitution of Brett Gallion was a temporary move, just designed to probably give Griffith a short breather. And on a hot day with triple-digit heat indices, you need that. This is absolutely skied. Behind third base, back to get that for the Mountain Ducks is Kendrick. And he holds on in fair territory for the out. So 2 down. Opportunity knocks for the shortstop, Brady Welsh. 0 for 3 with a walk on the day. Teacher and a high school baseball coach in Hartville, Missouri. He is from nearby Marshfield. It's in Webster County. A little bit less than, you call it 30, 40 minutes, depending on what part of Marshfield you're headed to. Drive from Springfield. This is in the air into shallow right center. Ray Bailey is there for the Mountain Ducks. Hauls it in, and that will indeed get the club off the field. It is 9th inning time. Ozark down to its final 3 outs, trailing the Branson Showmen 10-4. We will bring you the commercial-free 9th inning on the other side of this break. You are watching Grip and Rip Baseball, live and free all day long on YouTube. And a big thank you to the league's title sponsor, the Bank of Missouri. Live well, bank well.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. If you're in the market for a new home, you're probably spending a lot of time looking at real estate listings. But there's one main thing you need to do to narrow down your search. Get pre-qualified for a home loan. Mortgage loan officer Shannon Meissner is here. How does this help you to live well, bank well?
Getting pre-qualified for a mortgage loan is definitely your first step. Pre-qualification allows you to determine early on how much money you can borrow to purchase a home in connection with your monthly budget. This way you know what homes to be watching the market for. We have lots of different loan options to fit everyone's unique needs. This way we can help you accomplish your homeownership dreams and goals. And the best part about pre-qualification is there's no cost. It's quick, easy, and it makes you a smart buyer.
Thanks, Shannon. And of course, our mortgage loan officers like you are here to help you every step of the way. At the Bank of Missouri, we help you live well, bank well. The Bank of Missouri is an equal housing lender.
It's a Rapid Roberts pitching change for the Branson Showmen. Jacob Karlson exhausted his eligibility, so he will go to a left-hander. This is Michael Barnes on to pitch for the Showmen. So Michael Barnes, very good in the GRBL historically in even-numbered years. So go back to 2024 with Moon City, 18 innings. He allowed 6 earned runs on 11 hits, struck out 16, walked 9, and had a 3.33 ERA. His 2022 with Moon City was not bad either. He was the opening day starter for the Mavericks. That was his rookie season. Last year with the Locos, it was a little bit of a rough go in limited pitching appearances. And that was in August. Jordan Hicks grounds this one to the shortstop. Brady Welsh took a jump shot, and it did not get there in time to beat Jordan Hicks. That was a spectacular attempt by Brady Welsh to try to get the out, but Jordan Hicks is called safe. So Hicks is on for Jamie Petty, who reached on an error his first time up. Right-hander against the lefty Mike Barnes, who fires one high out of the zone. And other Michael Barnes note, there are about 8 fans here in the crowd today and some custom-made Michael Barnes fan club t-shirts that seem to have, I think, looks like a picture of Mikey back in his youth baseball play. That is a young Michael Barnes depicted on that shirt, is all I can say. We'll try to maybe ask him about that when the game is done to figure out what exactly that is. But Michael Barnes t-shirts in the crowd today. Might be for sale. I might have to try to snag one of those. 3-1 to the batter, Jamie Petty, facing a pitcher who travels with his own entourage. This is popped. It's playable if it stays on the surface. Barnes over to get it. Dudley calls him off, and it's Dudley, the catcher, dropping to his knees and hanging on. First of all, great job by Dudley, but great communication on the part of Michael Barnes and Joshua Jenkins, the third baseman, to let Tobin Dudley be the one to haul that in. So Michael Barnes facing his former teammate Leon Griffith from the Republic Locos a season ago. Griffith watches one go past ball one. Michael Barnes, a personal banker with the Bank of Missouri, works out of a branch in Bolivar. Griffith hammers one. This is tailing, foul down the left field line. Yes, indeed, that dips foul. So ultimately a loud strike off the bat of Leon Griffith and a sigh of relief for Michael Barnes. "27 years old from Springfield, Missouri. Went to Kickapoo High School." Griffith lifts this one into shallow center. That's going to get down for a base hit. There was no shot for Jacob Karlson. And yes, indeed, Schuyler Carter, the Gold Glove Award winner, has not returned to this game after he came up limping on a run down to first base. So it's Karlson in center with Doofman and Waters. That's an outstanding group of outfielders, you know, even without Schuyler Carter available. There's not a lot Karlson could have done about that, honestly, as A.J. Musser bats first and second. And Jamar Averyhart is courtesy running for the catcher Leon Griffith. So the Mountain Ducks down 10-4, a 6-run deficit. And they have 2 outs to work with. Beauty of an off-speed ball from Michael Barnes. Got Musser to swing and miss. And it is 0-2. Tried the high heat, nothing doing there. So Mikey B been missing consistently high against the last couple of batters. Goes back downstairs against A.J. Musser on the breaking pitch. Hey, you know what? What do I know? That was probably a setup to set up his strikeout pitch. So Barnes fans Musser. 2 down, and the batter is Gallion. So Gallion the Stallion, 1 for 4 on the day. Woo! Inside. Showmen pinching on the corners of the infield. Gallion looks at a strike. Six-run ball game, 2 outs, top of the 9th. Michael Barnes comes home. Misses outside. 2-1. Barnes delivers. Gallion swings and pulls this one. That is fair. Down the third base line, out into left field it goes. Ducks are going to score a couple. Hicks comes home. Averyhart comes in. A 2 RBI double for Brett Gallion. who's got enough energy to hit a little duck wing celebration there on second base. That makes it a 4-run game. The Showmen lead is now 6-10. And the batter is Andrew Kendrick. He has walked, he has been hit by a pitch, he has reached on an error. He has not hit today. Barnes looks back and deals. Breaking pitch swung on. Kendrick tipped it foul. Michael Barnes and the Branson Showmen trying to improve to 2-0. The Ozark Mountain Ducks trying not to let that happen. Barnes delivers. That looked like it came out of his hand early. 1-1. A look back at the runner, and then a fastball. Kendrick pops it. Tailing, a foul out of play, first base side. Just enough air and just enough carry that a Showman defender did not have a play on it. So a ball and 2 strikes. Barnes sets. Delivers. Got him on strikes. And that is the ball game. Michael Barnes hangs on for the Branson Showmen. Conceded a couple of runs, but he also struck out a couple of batters. 10-6. The Showmen get it done. They improve to 2-0. The Ozark Mountain Ducks fall to 1-1, and the Branson Showmen will go into the 3rd week of the season next Sunday. First place in the GRBL South. Your Elite Promotions Elite Performer of the game. Couple of strikeouts as a pitcher, as well as a 3-for-3 day at the plate that included a double, a pair of singles, and 4 runs batted in. It is Michael Barnes, your Elite Promotions Elite Performer of the game. We will talk things over with Michael Barnes, Jacob Karlson, maybe somebody else from the Branson Showmen before all is said and done. We will step aside, come back, and bring you our post-game coverage from here at Meadow Park right after this. 10-6, your final score. The Branson Showmen defeat the Ozark Mountain Ducks. are back at Mark Worley Field at Meadow Park. It's hot. We'll talk about that and more as the Branson Showmen are winners 10-6. They defeat the Ozark Mountain Ducks. Showmen improved to 2-0 and now have sole possession of first place in the GRBL South Division. We're joined by our Elite Promotions Elite Performer of the Day, Michael Barnes. Yeah, Mikey B, I know it's that time of the year where you're worried about the standings, right?
Yeah, big time.
It's time to start thinking about playoff. But I say that kind of tongue in cheek, but I think when you only have a 7-game regular season, it's important to note your divisional wins, and this was a nice one.
Every game is important, and that's what's fun about this league. Is you can't come out here and pick dandelions. Well, first of all, because it's turf, but there's no lollygagging around.
Love that. So, obviously today, tough conditions to play in, but, you guys were able to pull off a big 6-run 5th inning in which you got in the action with a 3 RBI double, part of a 3-for-3 day with 4 RBIs. And just talk me through the day, especially that first half of the game as you guys really spread it on, in spite of the conditions. How were you guys able to lock in and make a lot of hits today?
Well, I think it all starts out first with we get along, we all feed off each other's energy, which is something on a lot of the teams I've played in this league. It's very common. Everyone knows we're out here to have fun, but there is just a little something different about this team. We got some guys with some good jokes. I'm trying to take in as much as I can, but they keep everything lighthearted, and if you go out there without putting extra stress on yourself, I think you're set up for a good game. So we do that well.
I kind of thought about that just on draft day, honestly, when I saw the names come through. Harrison Waters, Tony Lewis, Ben Hammett, Jacob Karlson, Schuyler Carter, and then Evan Barnett, of course.
That's our motor.
Kind of my thought was like, man, that's going to be an interesting dugout to spend some time in. Safe to say that's all holding true.
Yes, yeah, that is very true. They keep it light. Like I said, I'm trying to pick up on as many jokes as I can, but they keep me on my toes.
Sure. So how about the quality of the baseball, though? Has that when you saw that roster on draft day, were you thinking a 2-0 start and like a 10-run ball game was going to be part of the equation for this club?
I knew we looked good on the lineup. I'm kind of still investigating if Jacob Karlson slipped Tony some extra money or something, because I just don't know how we got such a good roster. But we are fortunate, and we got a lot of good players, even our secondary guys, which Tyler and I kind of been flipping back and forth. We've got good secondary guys that can play on any other team, be a starter, I think.
Yeah, so you kind of saw you in a different role today. You came off the bench a week ago. Today you're a starter, and then your first pitching performance of the season results in 2 strikeouts. So how did it feel to get up on that rubber today?
Yeah, it felt good. After I had to leg it all the way to third, I didn't know if I'd be able to come back in the game. I was sending up a little prayer, don't put me in, but I came in, and honestly, it wasn't that bad. As long as you throw strikes, as long as I'm not walking the lot, I think that's what we needed in that situation. So,
well, no walks today. That was money, and you got a little bit of help from your friends. Tobin Dudley, in particular, made a really nice catch that inning. He's, for a new catcher, so far so good working with him.
He is, yeah. He's real good. And the thing I love about him is I believe he's 21 years old.
Yeah.
This is my 5th season, but he's given me advice. He's speaking like a veteran. He's not scared to tell me what I'm doing wrong, where I need to focus. Just very, very verbal, and I like that. You need that in a catcher.
Absolutely, and it's cool. Yeah, I was very impressed with his maturity straight away.
Yeah.
So glad that's translating to the field.
He can swing it too.
Well, speaking of maturity, let's talk about some T-shirts I saw up in the stands. There was about 8 people wearing these clearly custom-made Michael Barnes T-shirts with a picture on the back that that's a very young Michael Barnes. That's what's depicted back there.
Yep, I think the stance has gotten just a little bit better, maybe, but in that photo, I'm sticking my rear end just about straight back. It's a very, very funny batting stance, like a little peewee guy who would squat down and try and get walked.
But that's an authentic Michael Barnes.
Yeah.
How did they get a hold of that picture?
No idea. Probably Facebook. I think my mom has documented just about every step and breath I've taken in this world. And if they're willing to dig a little bit, they can find some dirt on me.
That was interesting to see. But you can't miss them. They say Michael Barnes in very large print on the back. So
they're awesome.
Couldn't miss that, and it's cool to see even on a day like today. You clearly brought your entourage, and they they showed out. So glad you could put in a great 3-for-3 performance for them.
Yep, me too.
All right, he is Michael Barnes. I'm Rance Berger. We will step aside, and we're actually gonna call this broadcast today. We'll bother Jacob Karlson another day. I think he's tending to some other matters. So Michael, you can just tell Jacob we handled it.
Okay.
And tell him you're 2-0 and you're in possession of first place in the GRBL South. That's all he's got to know.
Go Showman.
So we will see you and the Branson Showmen back here next week. You have the baseball night in the Ozarks game, so you'll be in prime time against the Springfield Metropolitans. Ozark Mountain Ducks will be back in action. That is, wait, don't tell me, that's at 3 o'clock next week. They're the home team against the Republic Locos. So it's going to chase us for this one. We will come back in your speakers here in less than 10 minutes to bring you the Springfield Metropolitans and the Moon City Mavericks. Today's game, the executive producers are Tony Lewis and Harrison Waters. Our lead producer is Derek Saiko. Our director is Tripp Shafer. My name is Rance Berger. Thanks for watching, and a pleasant and muggy good afternoon from Springfield, Missouri.